play on his own little island. And then
work out for Clid. According to those stats, this top jungle is very favored for V5.
Yeah, V5 going with that Sejuani pick. I mean, you have the melee Wukong there. See, we want to see some aggressive skirmishing, maybe coming out in that top side 2v2, setting the kill behind. But looks like V5 aiming for a bit of a late invade.
Yeah, or maybe Shallow who's positioned in the lane.
Yeah, a little hopeful. I feel like even Karsa maybe should be going a little bit sooner, coordinating with Rich when Rich jumps in, because then at least the threat of the stun proc coming through maybe forces Shallow to flash if he panics. But V5 not going to be able to find it, and heck, Shallow even getting a nice trade back onto Rich, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, certainly will. Rich, generally speaking, fairly safe laner, though. It's not the kind of player that we often see just getting the kind of random back to his counters. But that pink ward will be crucial, because unlike the previous ward that timed out just before Clid got there, pink wards don't time out.
Yeah, get a little bit more damage coming from Dream, and might look for it on Care.
Care might be in trouble here. Half of his health already gone here. Dream not having to use much, but the charm coming in onto Dream, that's going to be crucial. He's low on mana, but Clid with a great pillar to disengage. That's beautiful to see. Being just a heavy trade from Rich. Perhaps a dive here. Herald gonna go down. Rich happy to tank, and now his ult is available. But so is Xiaolahu's. But why dive when you could just kill the tower first? They let the Herald charge on in, and now Xiaolahu will be CC'd up. Ults not even find priority and grab that Drake for themselves. And now Rich wants some bonus chickens, but he might have bitten off more than he could chew on this one. Charm comes in, Clid on top of him, but Dream moving over. I think Rich is going to be okay on this one. Care trying to get over the wall, and a knock-up is there onto Care. Can they trade? Dream doesn't have the damage, but Karsa flashes in. Care flashes back out, though, and suddenly Karsa's the one in trouble. Dream under the tower, and then over to the chickens. It's Spider-Man, for God's sake. And now Karsa will be left out to try. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of FPX.
Do they know? Oh, they don't know.
I mean, Dream, this would be a 2v1 if he goes for it. Clid off in the brush, but Dream not going to commit as Clid comes in. But obviously, the absconder hook available for Dream. He'll be okay, but I think Clid and Care should be able to finish this tower off. But look at the minimap right here. PP God moving on over, as is Karsa. And I think FPX deciding this would be a bit too much.
Look for plays like this if they want to try and set up around a side lane. But V5 reading it very well, matching 3v3 in bot, and if you look at the top side of the minimap, Rich once again going, but Dream
engages 2v1 onto Care, and here comes Karsa to back up his teammate, and Clid trying to protect his mid laner, but will be sacrificed instead. Dream to grab the kill on that one, V5 with a great collapse.
And V5 have just read really well about what FPX's options are while they were both on top esports,
Yeah.
But oh, that doesn't matter. Dream.
He's caught out. He's used his flash, turns golden. Karsa buying space, buying time. Dream gets the Kingslayer and actually survives, and Karsa lives too. How are they getting away with this? Oh no, Kale on the back line. This is huge. Double kill for Xiaolahu. Maybe more as Rich trying to buy space for the rest of his team, but Cares on the top side. Photic and Dream in a 2v2 as Xiaolahu and Rich just duke it out. Somehow Rich is just not taking damage, but a charm comes on out. The true damage from the Orb of Deception should be enough, and Xiaolahu flashes. I thought LWX was doomed there, but that's actually Karsa's ult down. A huge win ultimately for FPX.
Yeah, now they can just slowly whittle V5 down with that poke coming out from the Ezreal that you talked about. Hung even solving his ultimate to buy space. Xiaohu's ult about to be up as well. For V5, maybe just have to pivot to mid lane, but they want to try and steal.
Karsa stealths in, can't quite get the smite though, and has to flash away on the other side of it. 2 Drakes apiece is Clid. Charges forward, Pillar comes out, but Everfrost denies the engage. It will just be Clid. Actually, still just going forward. Goes on to Rich, uses the subjugation. Karsa in the middle of everyone, but that's just a clone in the end. As Rich just zip it away, trying to survive. Still a lot of HP to be working with. And actually proccing his grasp there as Dream comes into the back of the play. There's a knock-up across the team. Xiaolahu using his ult. In goes Dream. Absolute carnage at the red buff. But it's V5 favored carnage as Rich charges forward once again. And Karsa behind enemy lines here denies the blast cone and knocks Hung into his death. As Karsa moves forward once more. PP God looks for a hook, and LWX is found. Everything goes the way of V5. If everything in the mid lane, this is going to be a bot tier 2 taken as well. If not this wave, then on the next, as Karsa will stealth back out of the situation. Feels like this team is so slippery from V5 as well. You can't catch anyone.
No, I mean, right, we hit on the mobility coming up from the side of FPX, but V5 having mobility on literally all 5 of their members. And, oh, Dream trying to force engage because they know they can take that turret down, still having about a minute, even though he actually has more farm than Rich does.
Rich is like, he's not level 16 yet. All in on the top side. Look at the damage. He's still got his ultimate available if Rich wants to. That's the kill forced out. And Xiaolao, who denied level 16.
His kit actually does scale with that, but we need to pause because FPX now are angling for something themselves.
Certainly are. Rich going to be CC'd up, but he's not taking any damage yet. PP God turns golden as the rest of B5 just obliterate FPX. This was not even close. Rich grabs himself a double kill, and he looks for a little bit more onto Care as well. That's going to be Dream denying both triple kills as Spo to get a double as well. And B5 literally just brute force their way up the mid lane here. They have so many tanky stats across their team. They don't need no minions. That's going to be game number 1 going the way of B5. And that final fight was just brutal.
And please give Rich an award. Dream having a fantastic game coming on the mid lane, but still, the fact that Rich was able to do so much in that 1v